I will tell you about myself. I actually don't drink alcohol, which is always kind of a weird thing to admit to a group of people because nobody likes that, usually, ever. Nobody. People love when you quit drinking, don't get me wrong, like they go ape shit for that. If I got out here and I was like, hey man, sober 10 years, everyone's like, woo, rock on, you're the man. I get out here and I'm like, hey, I never drink. Everyone's like, pussy, I don't understand you. Why don't you drink and then quit so I can respect you? Yeah. I get it. I understand. My mom was an alcoholic. Like, that's always my little get-out-of-jail-free pass. And she tried hard, too. She went through the 12 steps to stop drinking. Apparently not one of those steps is stop drinking. Did you guys know that? That's a good one. They should definitely throw that one in there, maybe in the number 2 or 3 slot, you know, just to get the ball rolling a little bit, grease those wheels. Because she was doing them all. She was making amends, and she was giving herself over to a higher power, and let me tell you, that stuff's easy to do when you got a couple of beers in you, for sure. That definitely takes the edge off a little bit. But I don't drink. I actually don't do any drugs. For example, when I make brownies, I kind of just make brownies. I kind of just do what the box says. I might throw an extra egg in there if I'm feeling nutty, but that's about it. And here's the thing too, guys. I love brownies. Like, I get excited about regular brownies the way most of my friends get excited about weed brownies. Like, I got invited to a party just a couple of weeks ago, and my buddy was like, yo, bro, tonight, Michael's bringing brownies. And me, I was like, what? I didn't know it was gonna be like that kind of party. I have cookies. Should I bring my cookies? My other buddy jumped in. He's like, should I bring my bong? I was like, well, slightly off topic, but yeah, dude, it's a party. Like, I don't want to judge you. It's just we're trying to have a conversation about desserts over here, if you don't mind. It was a good party. It's interesting spending your whole life sober. Mostly I just remember all of my mistakes vividly. That's the big difference there. Whenever I wake up next to a questionable stranger in my bed, I'm always like, yeah, I remember all that. Every step of the way. Went to some pretty great lengths to make that happen, as I recall. I wish I could blame this on the alcohol, but no, this one was all me. I've also never drunk dialed. That's a side effect of not drinking, but let me tell you guys, sober lonely dialing, not better. You are, you're there the whole time for that. Yeah, man, no drinking, no drugs. I do gotta say, though, I respect edibles a lot, man. Edibles have definitely elevated the pothead game for sure. I've lived with a stoner for years, and I used to come home to the smell of smoke, burnt ashes everywhere, blinds drawn. Now I come home to the smell of pie, there's Rice Krispie squares everywhere, he's wearing an apron, the kitchen's immaculate, it's fantastic. I moved in with Seth Rogen, but I'm living with Martha Stewart currently. And I used to be so judgmental, too. I'd come home, be like, what did you even do today? He'd be like, well, I rolled that blunt. Now I come home, I'm like, what did you even do today? He's like, well, macadamia nuts are in season, so I went to Farmer's Market to get a bag. I'm going to roast those puppies at 300 degrees and add them to this banana bread I'm working on. I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty good, dude. What'd you do after that? He's like, oh, well, then I got super high, ate a whole pizza, and accidentally jerked off on the cat. But, you know, you can't change a guy overnight, I guess. We have any stoners in the house tonight, man? Where are you guys at? We got any party? Yeah, it's quite a bit. You guys been letting me down lately. Because you used to be king among men, best of all of us, chillest of all people. Show up to a party with a bag of weed, stoner's like, all right. Now you show up to a party with a bag of weed, stoner's like, that looks like an indica strain. I'm looking for more of a sativa high right now, to be honest with you. Like, when did everyone get so hoity-toity about their kush? I'm like, just smoke your drug and watch the Smurfs movie like you're supposed to do, but no, every pothead I know now is a goddamn sommelier. They're like, oh, what is that, a northern Indian region weed I'm detecting there? I'm getting some I'm getting undertones of indifference with just hints of paranoia is what I'm getting here. I believe this would pair well with a sleeve of Oreos. I am single. Any single people in the crowd tonight? Yeah? Rocking it. Single people, we do it to ourselves. Single, we can be with someone if we want. But for some reason, we just don't want to be with someone on our level. We just can't accept it. We always want someone who's a little bit more dangerous than us. We always want to be excited, you know? Like if you're a dude and you're working at a job and you're an analyst, you know, you can't be with another analyst. You just don't want the girl that likes you at that job. You want that chick from sales. You know, she's cool. She works in another department. She probably goes out on Thursday night. You want her. But that girl, she doesn't want you. No, she wants the guy in the copy room with the sleeve tattoo who doesn't give a fuck about that job. That's what she wants. But that guy, he doesn't want her. No, man, he wants like a bartender chick who hasn't had a day job in 10 years, probably sporting nipple rings. That's what he wants. But that girl, she doesn't want him. No. She wants a straight up fucking criminal. For some reason, she just wants a criminal who does heroin all day. That's what she wants. But that guy? He just loves heroin, actually. He has no time for human interaction at all. I'm trying to get to know myself too as I get older, you know what I'm saying? And it's important to know yourself. And I can only go by feedback that I get from other people, you know? And I know that I'm funny. I can give myself that. I've been doing stand-up long enough. I'll say that. I'm smart, you know? I'll even throw in attractive. Why not? Hey, yeah. But I never felt like I've crossed over into sexy territory. Do you know what I mean? I've never really gotten that kind of feedback. Like, for example, if you had a wife, your wife would not have an affair with me. I'm pretty certain of that. I think I can draw the line there. I just don't think there's a woman out there who's gonna risk it all for one night of passion with me. Now, spread it out over a number of years of friendship? Oh, totally. I'm definitely that guy. Yes. Physical affair? Probably not. Emotional affair? Watch out, because that's definitely... Like, you're not gonna catch us in bed together, but you might catch us at a Starbucks, like sharing a latte, just talking about our dreams. That's very possible. I'm not gonna ruin your marriage, but I am gonna make you have a long conversation over the weekend about where the spark went. You know, that's... Your wife is not going to leave you for me, but she is gonna go back to school because I told her to believe in herself. Do you know what I mean? And then she's gonna fuck her professor. So watch out for that guy, because he's the real villain in this whole thing. I did my first stand-up set at 15, and I remember the year very specifically because my earth science teacher, he had us write letters to ourselves in the future. I don't know if you've ever told me some kind of time capsule thing like that before. He was like, go ahead, take a sheet of paper out, write a letter, address it to yourself, give them to me, and I'm gonna mail them back to you in 10 years. It's pretty wild. And I'm 30 years old now, so no joke, 5 years ago, I got a letter from me. Now, if you ever wanna feel like a piece of shit, you read the letter. From 15-year-old you. Man, I thought I could do anything under the sun. Like, I had a lot of high hopes for this guy. And I'm sure I thought I was being motivational, but I was really just being a dick. Like, the whole time, I was like, oh, dear me. You're probably a millionaire by now. If you're not, you're lazy, you should be working harder, you should have a mansion and a yacht. And it just went on like this for 2 pages, me. And I was reading this thing and I was so upset, I was like tearing up. I wanted to write back, that's what I really wanted to do. I wanted to just be like, you have no idea what it takes. You're selfish and stupid is what you are. This should be an apology note. It's your decisions that led me here, if you think about it. It's very upsetting. But I needed it. I needed it at that point in my life. You know what I mean? It was cathartic in its own way. So good, in fact, as soon as I was done reading, I took another sheet of paper and I wrote another letter to my 35-year-old self. Yeah, very healthy. I was much kinder this time around. I did not want to go through that shit again. I think the entire time I was like, hey, buddy. You're great, man. You do you, man. YOLO, who cares? I put a 20 in there. I was like, just for whatever. You earned it. You know you did. Yeah, you go to Cold Stone, you treat yourself, make it a you day. Why not? And I'm gonna keep the tradition alive too, but I feel like with each passing decade, it's just gonna slowly turn into an anti-suicide note. Just like, don't do it, buddy. I know what you're thinking. You hang in there another 10 years. You got this. You guys have been amazing. My name is Rob Ryan. Thank you so much.